Hello and welcome to another episode of Torshin Talks EU4. Today's episode, we're featuring the current Brabant player, Mindboy. Mindboy, welcome to the program.
Hello, Torshin.
So, Brabant starts in a personal union under Burgundy, a situation you're familiar with, having played Holland last season. Once again, you became independent quite quickly. How did you manage this?
Um, I don't know exactly the mechanics, but because Austria and France were guaranteeing me, and our relations with Burgundy weren't as high, he abandoned the personal union.
Okay, so I believe last time as Holland you did a Pretender Rebel takeover. This time it was through a different mechanic, is that correct?
Yeah,
And
I hadn't planned it as such. I was willing to go to war, but then he abandoned it, and I was like, oh, it is fine.
looks like you've taken over a little bit of land here in the Holland area and the Frisia area, Utrecht's former provinces, as well as a vassal in Geldra. How is the session going for you so far?
Uh, Great. The expansions into Utrecht and Gelre were going easily. Didn't lose many men. Most of the time I was like on half manpower during the war, and it was great this session.
From a technology perspective, looks like you're staying up to date. A little bit behind on admin tech. What's going on there?
If you look at Brabant and Antwerp, you see that I have developed it a lot. Brabant is the highest dev province in, at least in Europe, as far as I know. I don't know how high the development is in Asia, but
And what was the reason behind that push for development?
um, because I don't know, I was in Volvish chat, and then Mordred said I have a higher development than me, and then I was like, I can't accept this, and then I started developing my two biggest provinces. Then I was like, oh, I'm bigger than Constantinople. Why not? Dev it a bit higher.
And obviously, haven't had a chance to take an idea group yet. What are your plans?
Oh.
Are you looking to go colonial? Are you looking to potentially replace Burgundy and move down the Burgundy mission tree? What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I know Mordred isn't coming back as Holland, so I don't know if there will be a replacement. Otherwise, gonna try a better Netherlands, and I will go colonial or new land for my zebras.
You do have an extremely robust mission tree. Any thoughts of staying with Brabant rather than switching to the Netherlands?
The Netherlands focus tree is almost the same. I think at least the left part is the same, from what I remember. There are a few Brabantian missions, I thought, on the right. The tree, the Flemish Strait, but I will look further into that. I thought they had the same missions.
And then, as we take a look at your estates, quite robust, your use of the new estate mechanics. Walk us through some of these choices. Private trade
Um,
fleet, free enterprise.
yeah,
What's your
just
thoughts here?
get the loyalty up and get the burgers to cheaper light ships and the cheaper advisor cost. Because before Burgundy abandoned me, I had the cheaper advisor cost from this and the Burgundy ruler, so my advisors were like heaven ducats. And later on, I will think replace them, but for now, I want to keep my estates happy.
Okay. And it does look like you have plenty of crown land, so no negative effects. Getting a little bit extra admin, cheaper advisors, as you mentioned. Any other thoughts on additional estate mechanic use as it's quite new in 1.3? Have you leveraged
Uh,
the sale of crown lands to boost your income a little bit? I notice you're slightly negative. Any thoughts on the
yeah,
new estates?
I like the new estates for now. I will probably go for the plus point for all the three estates from me. Uh, yeah, I like the new mechanics, and you were talking about my economy. I looked into that. If you can click on the Age of Discovery, you can see I will can go into a golden age,
Oh, very
and that
interesting.
will that could help me in my with my economy.
You also do have very robust advisors, which is pretty impressive. A plus 2/1/1. You haven't chosen to focus anything yet. Are you just trying to stay balanced from a technology perspective?
Yeah, for now I'm trying to stay balanced and just getting up with the tech and such.
One piece of feedback right here. Um, you're taking a slight penalty from tax perspective and manpower because Dutch is not accepted. You may want to look to accepting that.
Oh yeah, I thought I started with Dutch, but I'm going to accept it.
And then looks like you have a very strong heir.
Yeah,
Current ruler not so great, but not terrible. Any thoughts on expansion within Europe?
now trying to just consolidate my power in the Netherlands and the lowlands, getting that trade up. Maybe going into northeast Germany, but not far further than that because we have Hesse and Hamburg. I know Hamburg has tried to get a foothold in East Frisia, but that failed because Frisia took it itself. So
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
some conflict in the future with that.
Hamburg does seem to be positioning themselves pretty well. Two vassals under them, so they're deceptively small on the map. And then Hesse also, two vassals under them. Um, Definitely someone to keep an eye on moving forward.
Yeah, and furthermore, maybe going to get Calais for the trade, but I think mostly going colonial.
It does look like
As
the
expected.
British still have quite a bit of territory in mainland France. You are allied with France. Do you expect any tension between the British or the English and the French moving forward?
From what I've heard, there's still a bit of tension. France is still rebuilding for the lost war against Burgundy. Because if you can see, Burgundy took some land of France, and currently hoping to get the Burgundian inheritance for myself, because I'm also allied to Burgundy,
Oh, very clever.
and
Yeah.
hoping to do things better than last season.
Overall, what's
Overall,
your experience been like with 1.3?
uh, overall it's better. There are some things with the AI that are going weird, if not moving, and more weird things with cash and such. I experienced in my single player games, but overall it's a great fun. It's a great experience.
And any other thoughts or feedback you'd like to share with the audience?
Uh, Not really. Just that the session went fine. Uh, just expanding land for my zebras. I, I currently have some offers from some religions to give me more grass than the Catholics do.
Oh, yes. Interesting that you bring that up. Hussite, being a new feature in 1.3 with Bohemia, has started expanding rapidly. Ulm has already swapped. Hesse has mentioned that they plan to go Protestant Defender of the Faith. What are your plans for religious conversions?
I would just follow the religion in the role play perspective that gives me the most grace. For now, I'm staying loyal with the Pope, but I have had some great offers from some other religions, if I may say so.
And you mentioned a desire to go colonial. As we know, Commander Faceless, our Castile and future Spain player, is a big colonial player. Have you discussed any breakdown or um, any areas where you're going to be colonizing?
Not really. I just said I was going to try colonize the grasslands and stay away from Brazil and the Caribbean.
Well, Mindboy, I
But
appreciate you taking the time,
yeah, thanks. Same.
and best
I'm
of luck
happy
to
to
you.
can talk here.
Yeah, we'll make sure to follow up with you as the season goes on.
Yeah, thanks.
Have a nice day.
Same. Goodbye.